I think it's impossible to be sad in a town like Izamal. I mean, it's nicknamed La Ciudad Amarilla or Yellow City for a reason. Last week, our world was pink in the town of Salastun, and now we're painting the town yellow. Yellow buildings, yellow churches, yellow everything. Today we're spending a day exploring this sunny Pueblo Mágico on our last stop in our Yucatan series.
Welcome to Izamal!
Are you ready for our last stop in the Yucatan?
Born ready.
Today's adventure is going to be by bus.
So we have to go to the Noreste bus station. From there we have to take a bus that will take us to this colorful place.
I am so excited. I hope everything works out well with the bus. Let's go catch our ride.
Vámonos.
From Mérida, Izamal is just a short 90-minute journey away, making it an ideal day trip destination. It's simple to get there too. You can catch a bus from either the Oriente or Noreste bus terminal. We found the Noreste terminal more convenient, and at a fare of just 37 pesos per person, it's budget friendly. We snoozed in the bus and woke up to the brightest town we've ever seen. Wow, they weren't kidding when they said this is a yellow city.
Yeah, and there's a couple of theories behind this color. One, it says they wanted to honor the Vatican flag when the Pope visited, and they painted yellow all the way.
Yeah, go big or go home, and it turns out this color may actually serve another purpose. Apparently, it also deters mosquitoes, so that's the type of place that we like.
I like that. I love that. Let's do that in an apartment.
Now, we want to celebrate all things yellow when we're in this city, and there's one place that we've been dying to visit to get some cool shots, and that is the Convento that's right behind us, so let's go check it out.
Vamos. So this is it. This is el Convento Franciscano de San Antonio de Padua. All that.
It's a long name, but we are having so much fun walking around here, looking at all the beautiful architecture. And what's funny is that this site is actually the second largest atrium after the Vatican, so yet another tie to that.
That's right. And as many temples in Mexico, they're built on top of a ruin.
Yep, so there's actually, they shaved the top of a temple, a Mayan temple, and built this place on top. So that's why we have a hill here, even though Yucatan is very much a flat state.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to say. Like, all Yucatan, you can see all flat, but over here is like a hill that is not a hill.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting spot. I'm curious what the inside looks like. So you want to take a look inside?
Vámonos.
The city of Izamal has a fascinating story, combining pre-Hispanic, colonial, and contemporary cultures. And this convent is a great example of that. The town, named after the Mayan god Itzamna, was once an important center and pilgrimage site for followers of Itzamna and the sun god Kinich Kak Moo during pre-Hispanic times.
Fast forward to the arrival of the Franciscan friar Diego de Landa, a time of immense transformation in Izamal. His legacy? The awe-inspiring convent that stands tall and proud that pays homage to Our Lady of Izamal. Now picture this, a stunning statue of Our Lady of Izamal handcrafted in Guatemala, journeying to its new home. En route, a group of Spaniards saw the statue and decided it would be better off staying with them. But what happens next? The statue, in some sort of miracle, became unmovable, a clear signal that it belonged with the Mayan people. And this statue isn't just a symbol of faith, it's a beacon of hope and protection. It's been said to protect during several plagues, earning it a noble title as the region's miracle worker against epidemics and illnesses. And remember when we said Pope John Paul II visited this town? Well, during his trip here, he actually crowned this shrine. Today, people come from all over, especially during the most recent pandemic, to pray for protection. Izamal is a Pueblo Mágico, and everything seems to be very close to each other, which is very good.
Yeah, we didn't have to walk a lot to discover this restaurant. It's called Mul, and we want to try some Yucatecan food.
Yeah, it's going to be delicious. I've been loving trying all of the Yucatecan food these past few weeks.
Yeah, talking about that, we have an entire video of dishes from this region. So if you want to watch it, just have a snack first, because otherwise you're gonna get hungry.
But there's so many dishes to try in the Yucatan that there was one we didn't get to fit in that video, which is
Huevos motuleños. So we're gonna show you guys that, and let's get something in our belly.
yes. Huevos motuleños is a Yucatan breakfast of champions. It's a medley of fried eggs resting on crispy bean-covered tortillas and playfully decorated with ham, peas, cheese, and plantains. A plate just as colorful as this region seems to be.
This is the famous huevos motuleños. Actually, they are from one place called Motul that is nearby. This is a great place to eat because you can see the people walking, feel the breeze. And actually, talking about breeze, we're gonna need that breeze because we're going to a place that maybe is gonna make us sweaty.
After breakfast, we decided just to walk around and get lost, which is easy to do when the whole town is painted yellow. We turned a couple of corners when all of a sudden we came across an important part of Izamal's past, its famous Mayan ruin.
Seems like in the Yucatan, you never really have to go too far to find a cenote or a Mayan ruin.
That's right, but this is not any ruin. This is the ruin of Kinich Kak Moo. It's the third largest pyramid in Mexico.
And it's the first time I'm hearing about this place. Let's go see what it's all about.
Vamos.
It was pretty impressive to us that this Mayan ruin was free to enter and had no crowds. Even though it was a Saturday, we climbed to the top and we got a great 360 view of the area. After catching our breath, we made our way back to the street and continued wandering until we found ourselves back into the centro for our next stop.
Thank God our next activity is indoors because it is a hot day outside. We're here in the Museo de Arte Popular, and this is a really fun place to explore. Now, once you start traveling around Mexico, you realize that a lot of the stuff you see in markets all looks the same because it's from China. But if you have a good eye, you can find some incredible pieces that are made from local artists. This exhibit is a good example of that. Here we're taking a look at some amazing folk art, and at the end, there's even a little shop where you can buy some. It's so
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of my grandfather's house. He used to have those kind of things.
We really enjoyed this place and felt it perfectly capture how unique the art can be in each state in Mexico. We actually made a game of it and guess where each piece came from, before reading the description of course. Afterwards, we headed to our final meal, not only in Izamal, but Yucatan as a whole.
Lo que quieras te voy a dar también mi corazón.
I'm so excited about this next spot. We just stumbled upon this.
Yeah, we are actually in this restaurant that is called Kinich. That is not only one of the best places to eat in Izamal, but also in the Yucatan Peninsula.
It is simply charming. You come in and there's these women wearing these beautiful dresses. They guide you to your table. There's all these little huts. There's even like this little tiny hut in the middle that's supposed to replicate like a Mayan hut where they're cooking for you.
Yeah, and the drinks are amazing. Juliana, what did you got?
I got a lemonade, but it's not your kid's lemonade. It is a habanero lemonade, and it is absolutely refreshing on a day like today.
Over here they use habanero for almost everything, so it's good. I have a local beer that is called Yucatan that has like a taste of naranja, orange.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, you like things like that. Since we were here, we also want to take the opportunity to try one last dish because believe it or not, this is one of our very last meals in the state. What are we going to have?
So we're going to have deer. It's going to be good. It's also typical from this region, so I really wanted to try it.
Yeah, we've been actually on the hunt for it at many restaurants and have a little bit of a hard time finding it. It's called venado on the menu, and here we're getting
Venado cola blanca.
Okay, and here we're getting it with almond.
Almendrado.
All right, let's see how it is.
It's actually my first time trying this. I'm very excited. It's a little spicy, just a little, not too much. The meat is very good, has a lot of flavor. And what I like is also they put big chunks of almonds, which I love. Very good.
I had a great day exploring Izamal with you.
Yeah, it's also the perfect way to finish our Yucatan cities.
Oh my gosh, such great adventures, and stay tuned because next week we're visiting a new Mexican state.
Yay!
We're on a roll. So long.
Travel well.
And make the world your neighborhood. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.